Hi, it's Brian Newman with the Spotlight of Business Owner Show, and today we're thrilled to have Rosemary Powell. Hi, Rosemary, how are you?
Good morning, Brian. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, before we get started, I want to let people know that are viewing this, you got a lot of credentials, and yeah, she's board certified, she medical support clinical hypnotherapist, trained in the hypnotherapy method. She's a fellow of the International Board of Hypnotherapy and a graduate of the Hypnotherapy Academy of America. So
Yes.
yeah, welcome. It's so good to have you on here.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, so before we get into the hypnotherapy business, can you let people know a little bit about your background and how you got started?
Yes, I'd be delighted. When I was 41, I was going through a difficult divorce, and I also some childhood issues kind of were popping up in our family. So I sought out counseling for dealing with these and help with these. Fortunately for me, the therapist I found was also a hypnotherapist. Her name was Linda. And through the tools that she taught me, I improved my self-esteem, felt I had self-worth, and regained my self-image and personal power. And these tools have stayed with me throughout my life. I got started in hypnotherapy through Linda. The tools she taught me so that I would be effective throughout my life and didn't have to see her forever in order to feel good.
Uh-huh.
I began sharing because I've been a registered nurse for 47 years. And as a school nurse at the time, and during those holidays, I would work home health and hospice. I would help kids who came in that didn't sleep. I would teach them how to sleep. I would help teachers coming in maybe with anxiety, panic attack, or their own emotional issues. So I would just give out the tools that I had. And I even had one little boy when I was in elementary school. He came in when he was in 6th grade. And I know I taught him how to sleep when he was in 1st grade.
Wow.
And he came in, he said, "Nurse Rosemary, I'm still sleeping good."
Oh, wow. That's
So
phenomenal.
so the joy to me of teaching hypnotherapy, even to my nursing students, I was a clinical nursing instructor for
Uh-huh.
5 years at one of the local community colleges, a very well-known one. And I would help the students relax before an exam. I would
Oh,
help them relax before they did a new procedure that they were real shaky and nervous on, because when
yeah.
they're doing, the first injection with a client or the first,
Oh,
and
wow.
and
God,
so,
I wish you were available when I was in college. I know I used to get that test anxiety, you know.
oh yes.
Yeah, it was
And
terrible.
hypnosis helps with test anxiety. Um, you'll remember what you need to know when you need to know it. Because when we study for a test, we put everything in our subconscious mind, actually.
Oh,
And when we're heightened and nervous about a test, it's difficult to access that part of all the things we've studied. So
oh,
when we can come to a peace and calm place, then it it just flows out onto your testing.
oh, oh, okay. No, that's phenomenal. Hey, I was going to ask you, um, I know a lot of the viewers, just like myself, I never really knew what hypnotherapy was, except to the extent, when I'd go to a state fair and I'd see a hypnotherapist or like I don't they might have been called a therapist,
Right.
whatever, but they would always like make people like, run around and talk like a chicken, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Can you define what is hypnotherapy?
Well, let's talk first about what hypnotherapy is not. Okay.
Okay.
So there is stage hypnosis, and that's at the fair.
Wow.
Okay. That person finds people that are susceptible and willing to be part of the act. Okay. And they don't intentionally say, okay, now he said do this, but they can just follow it through their subconscious. Then there's Hollywood hypnosis, and that's the kind of terrifying suspense horror movies where, you hypnotize someone and they become an assassin for you. And if you touch your nose,
Oh,
they'll
wow.
kill the next person, right?
Yeah.
That's Hollywood hypnosis. And clinical hypnosis is a relaxed state of mind where the conscious mind that we are thinking, our busy mind, is quieted, and we can access, and the subconscious mind becomes subjective to programming of positives.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
No, so who is like your ideal client? I know
Okay.
some people probably aren't like open to it, you know what I mean? But so how would you define your ideal client?
There's so many things hypnosis helps with that I think an ideal client is one that says, I'm ready to be rid of this. I just need to know how. And I've dealt with many, many people who are very, very nervous and anxious and frightened, and still we can get to a state where they can become relaxed. And some people do it very quickly because they already meditate or pray or know how to relax on their own. And some people just say, I realize I haven't been relaxed in years. I've been frightened about things. My nervous system has been on busyness, right?
Yeah. Yeah, oh, yeah.
So there, I have many, many types of clients, ages 8 to 80.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. No, can you let people know, by the way, what's an easy way to get in touch with you? Is it by phone? Do you want them to go to your website? How can they
Um,
sign up with you and learn more about what you do?
Thank you. I welcome phone calls, of course. My website, there's a place you can learn more and enter your name and email address. There's lots of good information on my website for people. There's videos that have me also, so they can be acquainted with my personality and style. So either way, I welcome emails, website entries, and telephone calls, Brian.
Okay. And this phone number is okay. 480-695-0066.
That's correct.
Oh, okay. All right. Where are you located? I know we chatted a little bit before the interview, and can you let people know that you do have an office, but you do more than just in-office visits?
Yes. I have a full-time hypnotherapy office in Fountain Hills, Arizona. It's on the Avenue of the Fountains. It's very easy to find. I also do Zoom sessions, and Zoom is very effective for hypnotherapy. We can energetically communicate and relax our nervous systems and receive positivity through Zoom sessions. I have clients coast to coast and one international client.
Oh, okay. And we were chatting a little bit also about your workshops. You do virtual workshops. Can you let people know about those?
Thank you. I've done, so far I have done in-person workshops, the conference room here in my building in Fountain Hills. And I have many more scheduled starting in January. And I'm going to go virtual because there are so many people that travel and time. They'd rather not drive to Fountain Hills. So they're coming virtual, and I'm really looking forward to that, reaching out to more people. Brian, I just need you to know that since hypnotherapy saved my life 30 some years ago, doing this full time and sharing it every day is my life's mission, my life's purpose. And when we find our purpose, it's really not like work at all. It's just like being who we are.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I know what you do is so worthwhile. I mean, you know, and I want people to know, like if they smoke, do you have a session that can help like smokers stop smoking? Or, like if they have panic attacks, if they have depression, anxiety, which is very prominent, in today's world. Can you help them with what you perform?
Absolutely. The smoking package is about 3 sessions. Some people need 6. Okay. Hypnosis, because it works with that 87% of our mind that we often don't access. It's so effective for anything that involves emotional support, for people that are grieving losses, for anxiety, for panic attacks, yes, for sleep problems, which sometimes come in the anxiety. And it also, Brian, it also helps with pain. I have a terminal cancer client who sees me regularly, and I have taught her pain reduction.
Wow.
And it has been just beautiful. It also accelerates healing. So how can relaxing our nervous system accelerate healing? It does it because then all the energy of our nervous system, our arteries and veins, they send the healing to them. And the constriction is what slows our healing: fear, pain, and constriction.
Oh, okay. Okay. Can these, like I know, again, I don't know much about, the sessions, and reading your website, can uh, some of the issues be resolved in one session, or do you recommend like 2, or what is the normal amount of sessions that someone would go through to resolve an issue?
Uh-huh. I have seen clients improve. I saw a young man twice, and we worked on his issues, and he didn't reschedule. And I thought, oh, he must not have liked me, or I must not have clicked with him. But I teach self-hypnosis in the very first session. My goal is that my clients are launched, able to
Uh-huh.
live happier lives. And later I saw him comment on one of my posts on Facebook that Rosemary helped me so much. And I just go, wow, that's where he went. He's doing great.
Oh,
So,
wow. That's great.
so I have some trauma clients who need more. I don't think I've seen anyone for more than 12 sessions. And
Oh,
generally it's 3 to 6 sessions. Hypnosis tends to be much more rapid than some of the other therapies because it does work subconsciously. And I have 2 trauma survivors that were in trauma therapy for over a year. And in less than 3 months, actually very quickly, they were feeling better, but in less than 3 months, they didn't need to see me anymore.
oh, okay.
So it's very rapid.
Yeah, that's great to know. Yeah, I mean, you know, I, I would recommend that for everyone then. I'm telling you, it's a lot easier than going, and taking medicine and whatnot that has side effects. On your website, I was reading a couple things. One, neuro-linguistic programming. Can you just tell us briefly what is that?
Yes, neuro-linguistic programming feels like hypnotherapy because you experience it in trance, but it literally can take a lifetime of issues around trauma, a very difficult childhood. It could take 16 years of a marriage, and it can clear it with the wording and having the mind go through an abbreviation and a canceling of the emotions around it.
Oh, wow.
So we can program ourselves to a calm state.
Oh, okay. And I know you have like these self-help recordings that are on
Yes.
your website. I mean, you make it so easy for people to buy them, or, can you tell us like what topics do those represent, or do they get involved with?
Yes. I have some just on general relaxation. I have some, and this includes you would sit in a recliner or lay down in your bed and listen to them, my voice to music, bringing you to a calm state of mind with positive affirmations regarding your sleep, regarding boundaries, regarding um, uh, relaxation. so that you can have your mind working optimally instead of being in the busy mind in the fear state in your life.
Ah. Oh, okay. And then, yeah, finally, can you let people know what's in the future? What can they expect in the services that you have?
Yes. I am planning, I am in the process of getting approved for the Board of Nursing so that my sessions, my workshops are applicable for CEUs for registered nurses.
Oh, beautiful.
And this has
Beautiful.
been done before because a lot of us in our workplace with high stress, and a lot of nurses like fitness. Do you know how many people use hypnosis to be in the zone of their sport, Brian?
I didn't know they did that. Yeah, that's
Yes. Did you
interesting.
know Tiger Woods has used hypnosis since he was 14
Oh,
in,
wow.
in being in the zone in his golf game?
Wow.
And on my Facebook, I did post a weightlifter, and he said he got an audio tape, and if he listened to it before he lifted, he could always increase his go beyond his
Oh,
maximum.
wow. That's good to
So
know. That
and
is interesting.
you know, it's another funny thing it helps with. It helps with being motivated to do something you don't want to do.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Like, yeah,
so let's,
yeah.
like taxes.
Or presentations, you know
Or
what I mean? Or fear of,
presentations.
yeah, the fear of presenting and public speaking.
Oh, public speaking is a big one, is a big one.
No, I have a
And
lot of members in my group that they won't present because they love being in my group, but they are afraid to talk. You know what I
oh,
mean?
bless
And
their
put on a
hearts.
presentation.
Okay, so I will get that. I'll get that audio on my website shortly.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, no, I want to remind our viewers again, reach out to Rosemary and they can call that number on the screen, 480-695-0066. What is your website to let people know?
Yes, it's joyfullifehypnotherapy.com.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, I encourage our viewers, reach out to her and get some of your issues resolved. And I probably will be doing the same. So thank you, Rosemary, for
You
being
give
on
me a
here.
call,
Great.
Brian.
Yeah, all right. All right. Great to meet you.